Hello folks, Sam Owens here, and I've got a product that's going to be great for cleaning and maintaining office buildings, possibly your home, hotels, anywhere that you need to carry all your supplies throughout the building. It's more of a commercial type product. It's a cleaning cart made by VEVOR. Okay, let's look at what we get here. Over on the counter, we have some of the parts that are going to go onto the base, which I put here. And there's instructions that are going to show us how to put this all together. The instructions are laid out really simple in pictures and pointing to the part and the part number. This is the cleaning instructions. And then right here, this opens a little funny, but you open it up like this, then you got the cleaning cart. Evidently there's two models. I don't see a large difference between them. But then you pull this on over, and this is actually page 1. This is page 2. They're giving you some precautions here that you should read all of this before you start to be sure that you get all the information and don't have to take something apart because it is out of sequence. Use precautions, assembly instructions. But first they give you the package content. This is always good to review because it shows a picture of the part and it tells you the quantity. And all we got to do is start with the base. Oh, and they show you the assembly steps and how it's exploded view. This is always good to look at to see which parts go where in an exploded view, and it usually will help guide you. Okay, then you turn on over. This is page 3. Page 4 is right here, and then you open it up like this, and here are all your steps laid out. We're going to start up here with step 1, and we're going to put the axle in. So first thing we have to do is turn the base over upside down, and we're going to mount the rod right in there. Now folks, it's a good idea to, however they lay the base out in the first picture, you want to orientate that base like that, and it will help guide you all the way through, and then you don't have to use your mind to turn things around. So in the picture they're showing mounting the base or the axle back here. This is those large fender skirts that are on there. So it comes with the nuts already attached to the axle. And then it says to mount it in place right in here, and you slide this in so that it's equal there. All right, now we got the axle in. The second step, they want us to put part number 7, the wheel gasket, right here. These two parts right here go on next on both sides. And then they tell you in the next step, third step, to put the wheels on. Both of them will go on, and you put this one on. So don't forget that spacer. It's very important to give you the right distance out. Then you go over to step 4, and it's saying to put the washer, both of them, other side, and then you screw on the compression nuts on both sides. I see why we got 2 of these. You put one on either side. It just occurred to me. And you'll be able to tighten them both without any problem. So have them both on there. And then with your other wrench, you can just kind of turn one and hold it with the other. Now I'm holding one side, and you just pull them up till they're tight. Okay, and then they should spin good. Now, the front 2 casters, they say to stick them in here in step number 5 and use a hammer, but I'm just going to try and push them in there and see. Ah, that's hard. It's going to take a hammer. Small hammer is all you probably need. And I'm watching it go down. And it seems like it's going down, but it doesn't. take a little force, okay, and then I'm going to put the other one in. It needs to go down a little bit more. Ah, perfect. It looked like they're both about the same. All right, now we're going to look at the next step. Now we're up to step 6, and they're actually showing the picture of how to set that that centerpiece. Number 2 is the main strut and the corresponding holes on the base, which is 10. Now this is part 2, and there's a slot in here for a bolt to go in and into the other side. But you see, this is longer, this is shorter. So this side goes in here, and you want these holes this side out and not like that, because this is going to be the side that will show out. And you just rock this back and forth until it goes all the way down. Rock back and forth until it goes all the way down. And it should be lined up with the hole under there. And I did put me some clamps on here to keep this from rolling off the table onto the wheels. So if you've got a similar situation, you might want to do that. Now, this is the other part 11. And again, it has short side, long side, and the short side with the finished side out would go right in there. And yes, everything lines up perfect. This is the middle tray, part 3, and it's going to fit right in here. If you'll notice, there's 2 holes here, and you can't see it, but there's 2 holes in part 11, 2 over there. What it amounts to is you can adjust this at 2 different height levels. So you need to calculate the space you need, and you won't have to take it off later. So do a little calculation of where you want it. I think I'm going to go ahead and put mine in this bottom hole. Now, this is a little trick. This right here is going to go into the hole that I select right there. There's another one on the other side that's going to go over there. We're going to go in the bottom hole, and then there's another right here. And this little V connection is going to fit in the corresponding in part 11. Now, you got to do some tugging and pulling to get this, so just watch how I do it, because I had to do it a few times to figure out how to do it. Instructions doesn't exactly tell you. Okay, what you need to do is put this in like this, with the ears going out, the screw holes there, this in the center, and then you line this one up in that bottom hole, let's say, and you can move it around, and what you want to do is kind of line her up and push it in at the same time, pulling this up, and kind of pull this till it snaps in. Then as you get that one in, kind of pull this out and line him up. And he's got to be pulled over this way and lined up on that. And then this one is in the center of the bottom. And then you have to get it in position. It's a matter of pulling and twisting, but you got to get one side in and lift the other up, as I demonstrated. Now we have the top plate is the next step, which is step number 8. And just to show the progression, they show in the picture there how it just slides over these areas here. There's bolt holes up in the top of each one of those, and then you see these just slide right over. So this was the easy one. And you just line it up the far side and pull on this a little bit to line it up, and it just fits right on there. And it should go all the way down. Now, I haven't put the bolt in there. It didn't tell me yet, so a lot of times you don't want to put them in until you put it together pretty much. So now that pushes down. Okay, that's all the way. Okay, I'm going to help you with this step. It says in step number 9, use number 16 screw, and if you'll look over here, 16, there's 6 of those. So that's a clue is that these shorter ones are the ones that we're going to use, and we're going to use 3 of those. And then this is the next size, which has 3. It's a little longer, and then the longest ones are the number 14. There's 2 of those. So that will help you to decide which one is correct, because you want to use the correct screw side. So I'm going to get 3 of these, and we're going to screw from underneath here these 3 locations. You have to kind of lay the cart over on its side, and now here are the 3 screws that I just put in finger tight. And then you just use your screwdriver they provide you, or if you like your own screwdriver, just go ahead. It's going into a metal screw, so you're not going to strip it out. It's not into plastic, it's into a metal screw, but just get it firmly tight. And this one looks like it's a little cockeyed, so I'm going to line it back up. And it's kind of self-centering, so don't worry if it's a little crooked, it'll self-center itself. And tighten all 3 of these. Now, this is the ones they want 3 of these, and this is the next size up, which is going to secure these 3 locations. So we want one in here. Whoa. Okay, I'm showing you that this right here needs to be pulled over so that it's more lined up straight like that, and it will go in. So you might have to look at that. Go in. If that's cocked, it's going to be hard to get in for some reason. There it went in. I'm going to have to do my alignment here and see. Yeah, this one's off too. Yes, at an angle. So I'll screw it in a little bit, a few turns, and then I can pull this until it lines up. There. I think I got her. Take my screwdriver, and yep, there it goes. Okay, with the remaining short screws, they want you to attach the top in these 3 locations. You can't really see it, but it's the only screw holes up there, and I'm just going to pop this in by feel. I could get it off of the table and put it down, but I don't think I really need to. I can do things by feel myself, and that just screws right in. It just drops right into position. Okay, moved you around a little bit. We're going to put the handle on now. This handle is going to be mounted on the back right up in here, and we're going to put 2 screws. These are those long ones, and that's all you have left in screws. So the way this goes, and you can do it with it standing straight up, you just push this in, and there's a stop right here on both sides. You just push it until it stops, and the hole should be lined up, and there's a nut on the inside. That's why you need these long ones to go all the way through. So just line it up with your fingers, and then just turn it a little bit, and that should be in there, and it is. I'm going to go around to the other side and get him in. Same way. Now I'm going to go ahead and screw this one down and the other one and come back. Okay, this is going to be pretty easy. You've got a bag here, and it's kind of rectangular shaped. Once you punch it out a little bit, you can see the shape of it. And so it's going to fit like this. There's little hooks in here. You're going to see there's 3 right, let's see. Okay, it looks like the center hook is going to go there, and then there's another hook that can go there, and another one. They may be a little play in there. It's not tight, so don't worry about that. It just goes around, and then this one hooks onto this area. Then there's another one right here in the center, and you hook that, and you hook this one, and there. And that's your bag for trash and everything. Okay, I'm going to put this on the floor so we can really see it fully assembled. Folks, there was a note on there about lining the stitches up on the bag. It's stitched around to the back. You want to have that down with part number 11, the support. Stitches shouldn't be out here. It should be that way. Okay, so that's the only thing in orientating the bag properly. Okay, we have the final part is the lid that goes over the trash receptacle here, and also it gives you kind of a little work surface there. Here are the hinges right here, and they go over these two parts, and if you'll notice there's a little gap there. You've got to kind of get that lined up over this part right here on both sides. So if you get it too far over, it's not going to hinge. So you want to line these up so that they're right in line with that. Once you do this, you'll see what I'm saying. Want this right there, and push it down, and then it will just lift up just the way it's supposed to. And there you go. Is that nice or what? Lots of areas, places to put brooms. Well, actually, and look how it goes 0 turn radius. It'll just sit there and spin any way you need it, and the wheels roll really nice right there. See there? You can just spin her around and move it. And you have all of these places to put things like mop handles, and through there and here to hang things here, and a place down at the bottom to put a mop bucket or something right down there, and then storage there, and up here for your products that you're using to replenish bathrooms and offices and what have you. So it's got just about anything that you need to perform your duties of house cleaning. And also you can move this shelf if need be. But a little planning there, you'd get that worked out. Folks, I think my VEVOR Cleaning Cart is going to be the answer for anything I need around the house to use this to clean with. And I like the maneuverability. You can flip it up, move it around, back it up, and it spins in one circle. So that is really good. And the wheels are nice and large in the back, and the front casters really maneuver, no problem. I think you'd like this for your office or business, so I want to thank you very much for watching my video. Look at that. Throw the trash in. Close the lid. Wow.